Good morning, this is Shindo. This morning I'm going to be talking about an old nemesis of mine, pretty much been an enemy of mine since I first started putting up videos on YouTube. Alex Jones. Now, you're thinking probably, oh, well, Alex Jones, who is a very popular, if you didn't know this, he's a very popular conspiracy advocate. He's one of the many people who, on the alt-right, they call him now, who helped get Donald Trump in as president. And you may be thinking, somebody who gets millions of viewers, listeners on his radio show every day, and me, a little nobody, probably I'm over-exaggerating my own importance when it comes to Alex Jones, but I'm not. Several years ago, oh gosh, it's been about 5 years, I think. About 5 years ago, Alex Jones had a contest for to be one of his reporters. I didn't want to be one of his reporters, but what I did want is for people to see some of my videos. Now, there were rules, of course, for the contest, which I followed, and I sent him a video disputing what one of his reporters had put together like the night before about what they call the mystery Babylon religion, and this nonsense that somehow there's this huge Luciferian / Gnostic evil satanic cult that is in control of everything, and somehow this is what is called the mystery Babylon religion, which, if you don't know what that references, mystery Babylon, it references the book of Revelation. I will find the verse and I'll put it up here for you to read yourself. Well, I did a video disputing what they were saying was mystery Babylon, some nebulous, in the shadows religion that they never clearly identify. None of these people ever do that, these conspiracy folks. But the truth of the matter is, mystery Babylon, the whore who rides upon the scarlet beast, that is a representation of the Catholic Church, the Roman Catholic Church. And her daughters, which are also mentioned in the book of Revelation, are, of course, the daughters of the Roman Catholic Church, which is all the other Christian religions. So I entered this into the contest, and at the point, and I will give you a link in the description box, this is one of my oldest videos, so you will see that I did it like 5 years ago. I entered this into the contest. Now, at that point, there was only maybe 10 other entries. So, Alex Jones and his people, they showed a clip. This was like 2 days after I entered the contest. They showed a clip of every one of the other contestants' videos. Just a few seconds of each one. They showed every single one but mine, because how dare I dispute the great Alex Jones, and how dare I dispute the idea that there's some kind of nebulous religious, satanic, devil-worshipping, child-killing, baby-eating group of crazies who are running the world and who are called the Mystery Babylon. Mystery Babylon is the Christian church, and I very well make the argument for that in that video. You will find it in the description box if you want to see it. It is an old video that I made about 5 years ago. So, me and Alex Jones, the fact that he buried my video and promoted all the other videos, which is total bullshit. I mean, that's a lawsuit as far as I could see. But anyway, I have better things to do. I have bigger fish to fry than even Alex Jones. Now, so that you understand that yes, this is personal between me and him, before I read this article. See, Jones is trying to get some custodial agreement with his ex-wife over his 3 kids, and from what I understand, the gossip is that Jones is screwing this new quote-unquote reporter with the big old boobs on his channel. So those of you who know this story, those of you who are interested enough to listen to this far into this video, I'm sure you already know the story of Jones and his divorce. So what's interesting about this article is that because Jones wants some kind of custody of his children, his own lawyer is coming out and saying that Jones is an actor. He's just full of shit, that he doesn't actually believe any of these things he says he believes in. Now, this article is from Yahoo. The title of this article is Alex Jones, the Infowars conspiracy guru, is just playing a part, his lawyers say. You will find a link to this article in the description box, as you normally do. Conspiracy theorist Alex Jones is just playing a character on his popular Infowars broadcasts, according to his lawyer. The question of whether or not Jones believes the myriad conspiracy theories he espouses daily, or is simply putting on a performance, has become an issue in a custody hearing between Jones and his ex-wife. Kelly Jones, who has been divorced from Alex Jones since 2015, is suing in Texas court for partial or sole custody of their 3 children. I hope she's also bringing up to the fore the fact that the man is a drunken fool half the time. You ever watch his broadcast, you can tell that he's drunk half the time, which obviously he has a drinking problem. According to the Austin American-Statesman report on the pretrial hearing, Jones' attorney Randall Witt said that inferring Jones's character based on his Infowars broadcast would make as much sense as judging Jack Nicholson based on his performance as the Joker. It is all a big act. That's me, not the article. Quote, he's playing a character, unquote, White said of Jones. Quote, he's a performance artist, unquote. The judge, Orlando Naranjo, said the case would not be about Infowars, which she said she had never seen or listened to until last week. Yeah, well, watch a little bit more, Judge, and you'll definitely give custody to the mother. Infowars is one of the most popular conspiracy websites on the internet. Among other claims he has advanced, Jones has suggested that the 9/11 attacks were an inside job perpetrated by the American government. The aspects of the Sandy Hook elementary school massacre were faked, and that the Washington pizzeria was the headquarters of a pedophile ring, involving Hillary Clinton's campaign chief, John Podesta. Jones later apologized for his role in the Pizzagate theory after a frequent Infowars listener who said he was investigating the charges fired off shots inside the restaurant. Jones claims to have the ear of President Trump, and Trump, the candidate, did partake in a 30-minute interview with Jones in December 2015. Trump incorporated a few of Jones's favorite theories into campaign stops, including a riff on how the California drought was a hoax. What? I lived in California a couple of years ago. It's no hoax. Quote, "Your reputation is amazing," unquote, said Trump to Jones during the conversation. Quote, "I won't let you down." Jones's wife is saying there's no difference between her former husband and the on-air personality who has threatened to beat up both actor Alec Baldwin and California Democratic Rep Adam Schiff in recent months. "He's drunk all the time, folks." Quote, "I'm concerned that he is engaging in felonious behavior, threatening a member of Congress," unquote, said Kelly Jones during the pretrial hearing, per the American Statesman. Quote, he broadcasts from home. Wow. "The children are there watching him broadcast," unquote. Jones's children are age 14, 12, and 9. Jones said his comments about Schiff, whom he called a, quote, "goddamn son of a bitch," unquote. Yeah, I guess he did that right after he said the Lord's Prayer, which he did the other day, by the way. Earlier this month were, quote, "clearly tongue-in-cheek and basically art performance," unquote. One of Jones's latest theories actually involves children, the children of former President Barack Obama. On Friday's edition of Infowars, he sat down with Mike Chernikoff, the alt-right conspiracy theorist whose Donald Trump Jr. recently suggests should win the Pulitzer. Via Media Matters, Jones said, quote, "The word is those aren't even his kids," unquote, in reference to Malaya and Sasha Obama, to which Cherkanikoff replied, quote, "I've heard that too," unquote. Journalist John Ronson, who has known Jones for nearly 2 decades and chronicled him in Them and The Elephant in the Room, told Yahoo News that he didn't think there was a difference between the performer and the performance. Quote, "I've been talking to people close to Alex and they have expressed surprise," unquote, said Ronson in the interview with Yahoo News. Quote, "They said to me, that's not the Alex I know. Alex is exactly the same off camera and on camera. When I went to visit him in the summer, I noticed he was exactly the same off camera to on camera," unquote. He added, quote, "Even 20 years ago at Bohemian Grove, there wasn't an on Alex and a, quote, off Alex. He was always the same. I honestly think Alex you see on TV is Alex," unquote. Beginning Monday, a jury will be selected at the Travis County Courthouse to sort out whether there is a difference between the public Jones and the private Jones, and whether, when it comes to his fitness as a parent, it matters. Well, I can tell you, this guy is not fit to be a parent. This guy is not fit to raise a goldfish. He is insane. I think that he has water on the brain. When he drinks, he is even more insane, which is basically half the time. And if you don't believe me, go watch this guy if you haven't seen him before. There's no doubt that he's drinking half the time. There's no doubt that this guy has lost his grip on reality. No doubt. I dealt with him several years ago over what I already discussed here at the beginning of this video, and I can tell you this guy is not fit to be a parent. And I don't know how many of you who watch my videos watches Jones. I imagine if you do watch Jones and you're watching this video and you're a subscriber, that you do it for a laugh. But you know, it's not funny when it comes to whether or not this man should be raising 3 children and doing this what his own lawyer calls acting in front of them, acting out this way. This is not a fit human being to raise children. He's not a fit human being at all. And I tell you, I warned you, Jones, and I warned your Infowars gaggle, your cabal over there. And just like all of these other people who at one point acted as though what I had to say was just a joke, you're starting to wake up to the reality, folks. I hope you are. That it's not so funny anymore. It's not so funny when the mainline news is now using terms like World War III. It's not so funny when the term chaos is in every other headline now. We are in chaos. And I warned people, and have been warning for some time, that this is coming. And, you know, I've had about my gut full of YouTube. So, truth of the matter is, you're not going to be seeing a whole heck of a lot of me on here within the next few months. So, those of you who thought that this was all a big joke, I wonder, you know, are you still laughing? I mean, if you still are laughing, then you're a fool. You're just a goddamn fool. And there's nothing I can do for a fool. This is Shindo. Have a good Tuesday.